Hey guys, it's Alisa. Sorry I look and sound gross. I've been studying for my computer science exam all day long and I'm exhausted. And this video is going to be short just because I do not want to sit here and talk about this forever and ever. But basically, this video, the first video I made, it was like the guy and the girl broke up, and now the guy wants to know why the girl is not contacting him. And now this video is reversed. The guy and the girl broke up. They still broke up, like same situation, except for the difference is here, the girl wants to know why the guy is not contacting him. So there's 3 points that I came up with, and I'm gonna name the points, and then I'm gonna go back and elaborate on each of them, and then I'm gonna end the video because I have to study. So the first one is he moved on, he doesn't care anymore, and he really does not love you anymore. The second point is he's trying to move on. He's having a hard time doing it, but he needs to, and he's trying. And that's it for that one. And then the third one is he's moving on. Like, whether you like it or not, he wanted to move on. He needed to move on. He put his mind to it, and he is doing it, and he probably did it already. So the first point is, going back to the first point, he moved on. He doesn't care, and he doesn't love you anymore. Normally, if this is the case, it's because something really immediate happened to the relationship. Either you guys had a toxic relationship where all you did was fight or like bicker, or you didn't trust him, or you were constantly bitching at him for something, or something y'all just weren't clicking anymore and he needed to get out of the relationship. He just was miserable in the relationship. No matter the words he told you or like the sex he gave you, like no matter what y'all might have said or did physically, that doesn't mean he loves you. He was trying to get out, and now that he got out, he's happy because he's not restricted or constrained anymore. Restrained. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired right now. So either the relationship was toxic, or you were psycho, you did something really stupid, or something just happened where he was like, I have to get out of this relationship, or something happened that made him not love you anymore. And believe it or not, it's really easy to get guys to fall out of love with you, especially, I mean, if it's true love, it's impossible to get someone to fall out of love with you. But if it's not true love, anything can make them fall out of love with you. It's just a matter of time if it's not real. So or you cheated on him, or you did something to really, really, really hurt him, and he came to the realization that he deserves better than you. So if that's the case, he left the relationship and now he's happy and he maybe found someone better, and that's why he's not contacting you. Or he's also not contacting you because he knows that all you are is drama, all you are is just a headache. And I know this like sucks to hear because girls are always like, no, I wasn't that bad. But no, like, guys, you guys know how like people say dogs hear so much louder than humans? Like if you like scream, then a dog hears it, like 60 times louder than I forgot the number, but like so much louder. That's how boys are, except with noises. It's with like actions. It's like guys literally take the smallest things and they just blow them up. And that's kind of what happened in my last relationship. Like, something happened and nobody else saw it as a big deal, but he did. So I mean, everyone's different, but it just like shook him a lot harder than it shook me. So I don't know, that was kind of like our downfall there, but it's whatever. I forgot where I was going with that. Oh yeah, so like he's not contacting you because he doesn't have any motivation to get back with you. Like, nothing is telling him to get back with you. Matter of fact, things are telling him not to get back with you. Either his parents are telling him not to get back with you, or his friends, or he does not want you back because it was just not a good relationship, and why would you want that back? So that's the first reason, 33% of the time. The second 33% of the time, he's trying to move on. He can't, but he needs to, and the reason why he's not contacting you is because he does not know what's right or wrong right now. He's still sad, still confused, and normally this happens if the breakup was unresolved, wasn't certain, there was never an exact reason, it was kind of confusing, nobody really understood the reason for anything, it might have been a really emotional breakup, like a really traumatizing breakup, and now he's just trying to see what's best for him, but he doesn't know what that is, so he's like, oh, maybe if I don't contact her, then I'll move on. So he's trying to move on by not contacting you. And that, you should take that as an honor, like, ooh, I'm so hard to get over, he's not even texting me, because he doesn't want to be, like, I don't know, seen by me. I don't know, like, it could be a good thing sometimes. Like, he's trying so hard to move on. This normally happens if the relationship is longer or if he got attached to you super, super quickly. Guys are a lot better at not contacting the other person during the breakup. Like, normally when a breakup happens, the girl is the one blowing up the phone or sending all the texts or doing all this, doing all that. But guys don't do that. Like, guys drunk dial, and that's pretty much it, and that doesn't even happen that much. Like, I've never gotten a drunk dial from anyone, and that's fine. Like, it's not like people who do get them have trophies in their room that say, I received a drunk dial from my, like, it's not a huge deal, but, like, guys are a lot better at biting their tongue and, like, just repressing the pain, which, by the way, my last video is about guys who repress their pain. So I know it says to the guy who is hiding from the breakup, but, like, girls can watch it too. It talks about how guys deal with breakups. So yeah, the first one is he's not contacting you because he does not want you back. He does not want anything to do with your relationship. The second point is he thinks that not talking to you is going to be good and good for him, and it's going to help him. And if that's the case, let him do it. Let him experiment with this, because he's trying to live without you. And, you know, if you really love him, let him try. And honestly, if someone truly loved you, they wouldn't have to try to see if they can live without you. They would just know that they can't. So the fact that he's even trying tells you enough. So the third point is he wants to move on, he needs to move on, and unfortunately he's doing it. The reason why he's not contacting you is simple. He doesn't care anymore. The first point, it's kind of like hostile. Like, the relationship ended, the relationship left like a gross taste in his mouth or like a gross feeling on his skin, and he wants to get rid of it. But the third point is, it's not like gross or like negative. He just does not love you anymore. And normally this happens if the relationship wasn't very that serious, or if the relationship was short, or if the relationship ended on really good terms, or, you know, he's moving on. And this point and the first point kind of go hand in hand, but not really. Basically, the guy moved on and he's doing fine. Like, he does not care anymore. I mean, maybe he still has a place for you in his heart, especially if you were his first love, but otherwise he is okay, and that's why he's not contacting you. And I know that you want to keep digging into that deeper and deeper, like, no, he can't be okay, there's no way, like, I was his first this, his first that, he truly loved me, he told me he was gonna marry me. I understand, but guys, like, I don't want to bring politics into this, but the government promises us, like, so many things that never happen. Like, people don't keep promises at all. Like, talk is so cheap. Talk is the cheapest thing there is. Like, if I would have everything that my ex promised me, I wouldn't have to be making these videos, because I wouldn't have the incline to help other people. You know, like, the reason why I'm doing this is because I know the pain of a breakup. I know the pain of, like, the suffering of losing someone that you loved and that you never ever wanted to live without. I know exactly how that feels like. That's why I took up another major. That's why I'm making all these videos. So, like, people don't keep their promises. And he's doing fine now, and you can't keep looking at the past. The past is gone. It's literally packed up and stored away in your head, and it cannot be relived. You can't repeat the past, said the Great Gatsby. You can't. No matter how hard you want to, it's gone. You have to look at today. What is he doing now? Look, he's moving on. And yeah, he maybe felt strong for you back then, but that was back then. Those are, you know, old chapters. This is the new chapter. And instead of waiting for him or waiting for him to change his mind, you have to start living your chapter too, because the pages are turning. And, you know, you keep rereading the last few chapters and you're just missing all the pages that you're on now. Like, you're just wasting all this time waiting for him, and he's not worth it. You can't get life back. You can't get these days back. So why waste them on someone who could not care less? So girls, my advice is, do not contact him. Do not reach out to him. I promise it's not going to make him want you back. It's just going to push him further and further away, because guys like a challenge. And if you're not presenting a challenge, he's not going to want it. However, even if you drop off the face of the earth and do no contact and it doesn't work, it doesn't mean that, like, or if you try no contact and, like, let's say the 30-day period is up and he still hasn't contacted you, that tells you all you need to know. He doesn't care anymore. And even if he does care and he's too chicken to show it, that tells you something too. I mean, love does not know fear. Love overcomes fear. you know, if someone truly loved you, they would say, screw it, I know I'm scared, but I'm gonna get her back because I love her. Like, you know, when my ex came back to me after the first breakup, he talked to my parents. Like, he literally came to my house and talked to my parents and apologized to them. So, love does not know fear. And if it does know fear, then it's not love. It's just, I guess, an intense attraction. So that's pretty much it for this video. I know it's a little bit shorter, but I'm half asleep right now. I have to wake up early for this exam. And yeah, that's pretty much it. No matter what you do, do not let your wall down for this boy. I promise you one day you're not going to feel this pain anymore. This is just temporary. This is just something that is going to come and go, just like that boy did. So just get through it. You'll be able to, and I know that's easier said than done, but there will come a time where you look back at this and you're like, damn, that was a really sucky time, but I'm really glad I came out of it. So that's pretty much it for my advice. If you want anything else answered, go ahead and, you know, leave me an email. I'm off of Twitter and Instagram now for a little bit. It was decided that that's not what's best for me right now, so if you want to contact me, my email is down below, as well as, well, that's pretty much it. I don't want to add my Snapchat or anything. Okay, y'all have a good one. Bye!